Hey everybody, I'm Blake. I'm the editor-in-chief of Blake Writes. Today's article, we're taking a look at the daily nutritional supplement Athletic Greens. I actually first heard about Athletic Greens a couple of years ago when I applied for a marketing job with them. I didn't get the job. I was a little bit bitter, didn't try Athletic Greens, but over time I kept reading about it, kept seeing more information about it. I even saw it endorsed by people like Tim Ferris in his book, The 4 Hour Body. So eventually I decided to give Athletic Greens a go. Now, this stuff's not cheap. It runs about $77 a month plus shipping and handling, which for me, being a person in Kentucky, that comes out to about $95 per month. That's a pretty big investment, especially since I am a tightwad. I don't like to spend money if I don't have to. That's why I stopped buying razors. It's why I look kind of scruffy. It's why I have a very well-drawn, muscly man and a cup in the background rather than something more complex. So for me, deciding to subscribe to Athletic Greens was a pretty big commitment for me. And I went into it somewhat skeptically. I read all of these amazing reviews. It sounded like Athletic Greens was going to be totally revolutionary and change my mornings. And I honestly expected to kind of dislike it and to cancel my subscription after a month. But here I am recording this video about what happened when I drank Athletic Greens every morning for 30 days. But I crossed that 30-day mark a while ago. I think I'm on like month 3 or 4 now of drinking Athletic Greens every single morning. And honestly, I love it. I will be very transparent and say that the taste is, it's an acquired taste. It's kind of like drinking black coffee or a dry red wine. You're probably not going to like it at first. It's very earthy, kind of tastes like grass clippings mixed with bubble gum is the closest that I can get to it, which I'm assuming is just the combination of all of the greens that are in it and some of the sweetener, such as stevia, that's mixed in as well. But honestly, I kind of love the stuff. It isn't, some kind of miracle cure-all. Definitely don't think this is some type of, if you drink this, you're going to be jacked, or you're going to have an amazing sex life, or whatever that's often thrown around with a lot of nutritional supplements. Instead, it's a very concentrated nutrient, vitamin, mineral supplement, and it does a great job at what it's meant to do. It fills in a lot of gaps in my diet. I tend to be a pretty, health conscious eater. I cook most of my own meals. I go for lean proteins. I get a lot of vegetables. I don't consume many simple carbs, but I still recognize that there's room for improvement. And it feels good to know that by drinking Athletic Greens, I'm filling in a lot of those vitamin and mineral gaps that my tightwad diet doesn't always cover. Plus, because Athletic Greens recommends drinking a serving first thing in the morning on an empty stomach and then waiting at least 30 minutes before eating or drinking anything else, it forces me to hydrate first thing in the morning. So rather than reaching for the coffee pot immediately, I'm going for Athletic Greens, getting hydrated, taking in a lot of nutrients. That has been super helpful with just helping me feel alert and awake. Now, if I go to gym first thing in the mornings, I don't reach for those like super caffeinated pre-workout supplements that are basically like, I once heard a comedian describe them as meth for people with goals. I don't feel the need to reach for those now because I know with my Athletic Greens, I'm getting a lot of B vitamins. I feel awake and alert, but not at all jittery or like I'm going to peel my face skin off, which I sometimes do feel with pre-workout supplements. So it's great first thing in the morning, just feeling alert, feeling like I'm getting all of my nutrition. Getting into the TMI range, I've also been vastly more regular since I've been drinking it, which for me is a big sign that even with the diet that I currently eat, I was missing a lot of greens and magnesium and other minerals that help to kind of maintain that balance. In addition to all the vitamins and minerals, it's a prebiotic and a probiotic. drink as well. So you're probably familiar with probiotics as the good bacteria that live in your gut, help to maintain regularity, help to improve your immune system. Prebiotics are kind of the counterpart to probiotics. A lot of times, if you're just taking like a probiotic capsule, a lot of those bacteria strains are going to die in your gut. But prebiotics help make your gut an environment that's more conducive for those probiotics to live. So Athletic Greens does both of those things. And for me, it's meant a lot less feeling bloated or backed up, for lack of a better word. And it's pretty much like clockwork at this point, honestly. 11 a.m., I know that my Athletic Greens are going to hit. Got to step away from my computer. It's too much information, especially since this is the first time I'm recording a video for an article. But now you know that about me. We're becoming closer friends. It's great. So that, in a nutshell, is my review of Athletic Greens. I think it's absolutely worth the investment if you can spare that $77 a month, which I fully realize not everybody can do. And I'm in an incredibly privileged position to be able to do that. But if you are able to, I think it would be a great supplement to pretty much anybody's lifestyle, especially if you're an active person, which is kind of their target market, where their marketing, their branding is about being able to fuel and sustain an active lifestyle and filling in those nutritional gaps. Like I said, even as someone who eats a pretty solid, well-rounded diet, there are definitely gaps in there, and this helps to supplement that. So I love that Athletic Greens is transparent about the ingredients. You can read more about the ingredients in the article linked below if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're watching this in the article itself, just keep reading. I talk about the ingredients and what goes in there and why I like them a little bit further down in the article. And they don't leverage those flashy supplement gimmicks of showing just like jack dudes in bodybuilding competitions and market it as like something associated with fancy cars and like insane sex lives, which I see all the time, and it's just absurd. You know, Athletic Greens doesn't do that. They position their product as a supplement to help you live better, based upon the quality of the ingredients. I really like that. I really value it. I really appreciate that in what they do. On top of that, Athletic Greens is vegan friendly. So if you are on a vegan-based diet, or if you're wanting to cut down on your consumption of animal products, it's fine with that. If you're doing the keto trend, which I don't personally recommend, and I'll probably be writing an article about that soon, but if you do try and maintain a keto-based diet, Athletic Greens is friendly with that as well. And if you're concerned about quality of ingredients, or consuming organic ingredients versus processed ingredients, you're going to like Athletic Greens on that front as well. So it's a great supplement. I definitely recommend checking it out. There are a couple links down below in the article that you can click through to go to their website and find out more about them. And if you have any questions about Athletic Greens, feel free to leave a comment either on the blog post, if that's where you're at, or on this YouTube video. I'll take a look, follow up, answer any questions that I can. But there's also a lot of great information on their website. So that's our review of Athletic Greens. Definitely recommend checking it out, and enjoy the rest of your day.